I'm Jim Fife, I'm Head of Development at Berkshire Community Foundation.
I'm Terry Kearsey, I'm Head of Community Liaison at Berkshire Community Foundation.
Berkshire Community Foundation are an independent charity and we provide grants to local voluntary organisations across the county of Berkshire. And we're part of a wider network of 46 community foundations across the country. From our 2015 report, we identified that isolation and loneliness was the biggest issue affecting the Berkshire community. So we decided to have a year-long campaign focusing on isolation and loneliness called A Life Less Lonely. And so our aim was to raise £85,000, but because of the huge demand that we saw for grant making to address that issue, we ended up raising £200,000 to give away as part of the campaign, which really evidenced the sort of scale of the need that's out there and how our grant making can make such a significant difference to the local community.
Our operations manager used to work in the area in Newbury, and she worked at one of the schools and realised that a lot of the young people over there just had nowhere to hang out.
West Berks is a big community and there's lots of little villages. They're often isolated. They don't have public transport. They're reliant on family members. So it's given them a social life. It's given them the chance to meet with other people, to be accepted by other people and to do things that they wouldn't do themselves or with their families, and giving them independence.
Our support is ongoing. There's no time limit as to how long we're willing to support a family. If they need us, then we want them to know that we're here. Our success is in our numbers. It's in the families that we continue to see. And we know that if we're supported, we have every confidence that we will continue to grow and continue to be a source of great support for our families in and around Maidenhead. And so this money has enabled us to do that. And we now have 2 more members of staff which we supported for many years, which are now employed in positions here, which is great.
Research suggests that young people are some of the loneliest people in our community. It's strange, everyone has a mobile phone these days, but actually it's young people, those that are technology savvy, perhaps have more opportunity to meet other people through school and things like that. They're coming back and telling us that they're lonely and feel isolated. We used the grant to go out and meet these young people and then take them to different activities, give them the confidence to cross the threshold and get involved in their community. And the impacts we've seen have been so varied, but they've also been so positive.
We've been working towards a safer environment for people with dementia, carers and families, and the ADS team of volunteers across the range of services, especially befriending. And this project fitted perfectly into this process. We've seen very positive effects on the well-being of people with dementia and their carers through volunteers being able to take the people with dementia out of their home environment and allowing them to enjoy social activities and any other, maybe a walk in the park or something like that, which gets them out of their own environment and allows them to socialise.
We already had a home visiting service, but that was very oversubscribed, and we've been able to extend that, but also reach out through the community to people who didn't know about us previously.
People in the borough can feel less isolated, they can engage more with the community, they can go out more and they can feel more empowered to do things that they want to do, and they can feel less isolated. More outcomes are due to be expected, and this is not just helping people just to get benefit advice, it's also helping other ways as well, in that it's increased their independence, they have felt less lonely, they've been able to go out more, they felt more empowered.
When we have the opportunity to think about putting something new together, what we have found through our experience is that people like each other's company. What the grant has done is helped us to fund this new initiative whereby we are trying to bring people together, so people who use the Ready Bus service, who have things in common with one another, so they're coming from a similar sort of area, they may conceivably be of a similar age group, just bringing people together just for a chat, nothing more than that, and it's been so fantastically well received by people. It's something we want to obviously do more of if we can.
Well, the grant's been used very much to develop our helpline, which allows us to operate 7 days a week from 9 AM till 9 PM. which is amazing. You know, the amount of people who've said to us on the helpline, I do not know where I would be without Drug Van. You know, they live right across Berkshire and they're able to turn to us in their moment of need. And what is really lovely from my point of view when I'm on the helpline, so many family members take the trouble to phone up and say thank you. You were really there when I needed you, and I'm just ringing you to say thank you. And that means such a lot to us that they do that.
We would like to say thanks again to all the BCF fund holders and donations that came in for this Life Less Lonely campaign, which made it such a big success for our organisation and the community groups that they've supported.
We've really enjoyed looking back over these projects that a Life Less Lonely campaign supported, and we really look forward to doing the same next year based on tonight's awards.